Welcome back. I'm Brent Meredith. Finding ways to marry one's work with their passion and activism is a dream for many. Joining me tonight is a man who has done just that. He's here to share his journey and give us a preview of a couple projects that his agency has in the works. So joining me now is Ray Cantrell, CEO of the Integrity Agency. Welcome, Michael. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your time.
No problem.
So before we jump into what you have going on, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and why we should care who you are?
Sure. Well, I have an extensive background in entertainment. I have been acting, music, directing, producing for 18 years. I started out very young. Now I'm an agent in many states across the United States. When I was young, there was not a huge support system for the LGBT community. So I wanted to create an opportunity for the LGBT community to showcase their talent and their beauty, because they're beautiful. Well, and
that's a good reason to start a company, especially so you represent really everybody, all of the letters. Is that the deal? Okay, cool. Now tell me a little bit about the Integrity Agency itself. Was that sort of your first foray into the business, or did you work up to that? How did you found the company?
I started out in event planning.
Okay.
And people started asking me to book talent for their events. The Integrity Agency is kind of an all-inclusive type agency.
Okay.
So its purpose is to create an equal opportunity approach to the entertainment industry. So we welcome people from all walks of life, whether they're older, whether they're a plus size. I always say we can't promise that they're marketable, but we will give it a try.
So you basically were filling a need that you saw from your event planning days and said, okay, well I can fill these slots with folks that I know that would work out, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Cool. So now what are some of the current projects that you have going on? I know when you and I talked a little bit beforehand, you said there was a calendar that you were working on to raise some money for a nonprofit. Could you tell us a little bit about that? And I think we've got some pictures from the calendar we're going to show while we talk too.
We are doing a calendar called the Men of Integrity Calendar.
Oh, not to interrupt you, but I think that was your cover model that just went by.
Yeah, that's right? Brandon Stewart. Okay. He is a hot number. He's been in several movies and modeling. He did Calvin Klein. But it's the Men of Integrity Calendar, and it features our male models from New York, California, Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama.
So the folks that we're seeing now are literally from all across the country, is that the deal?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And I know that you'd mentioned to me too that you had a nonprofit that was going to get some of the proceeds from this. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
We are donating a portion of the proceeds from this calendar to the Southern Poverty Law Center.
How did you land on the Southern Poverty Center?
Well, their mission is to teach tolerance, and they teach it in schools, they teach it in the community, and one of their huge projects is like Mix It Up at Lunch Day, which promotes cultural diversity. So that's very important, is cultural diversity.
Well, it makes sense. It's a good company or a good nonprofit to benefit from it.
Absolutely.
I think we've only got about 2.5 minutes left, so I want to make sure we get to talk about the short film that you're working on for the Hope Not Hate campaign. So can you tell us a little bit about what's going on there and how you're finding folks to interview for that?
Hashtag Hope Not Hate is a documentary in which we are interviewing people in the community with their real life experiences on how they've experienced discrimination. And they talk a little bit about their story, how it affected them, and encouraging words for others. We also have an undercover part of it where...
That's right, I remember you telling me. Yeah, so elaborate on that just a little bit if you would.
Our team's going undercover into the community, and we're going to put ourselves in situations where we allow ourselves to experience the discrimination that the people that we have interviewed has experienced.
So when are you thinking that it might be out? I think, did you say summerish 2019?
Summerish of next year, yeah.
Okay, cool. Now we've got about a minute and a half left, so I want to make sure we get this up there. If someone's watching tonight and maybe wants to share one of their stories with you, what's the best way to contact you? I believe via email, right?
Yes.
And we're going to put that up here in just a minute too, so people can email you there. Is that sort of the best way to be a part of the production? Like they have a specific story, or if they know someone that might work out for an interview? Is that what you're looking for?
Yep.
Cool. So now, if someone wants to reach out for representation, are you guys still looking for always looking for new talent? I would imagine.
We accept talent from all walks of life.
Okay.
Any sexual orientation, race, gender identity, it doesn't matter.
What's the process for that? Just once they contact you?
They have to email their industry resume, headshot, demo reel, whatever they have to the email, and we will set up an interview with them.
Okay, cool. So you're not going to give me any inside scoop on who might get by or who wouldn't. That's not.
No.
That's okay. I'm just messing. Well, listen. Thank you very much. And hopefully, when you get the documentary finished, would you maybe want to come back and share some of that with us too? I'd really be curious to see the undercover part, if that's okay.
Definitely.
Cool. Well, thank you, Michael. I really appreciate your help.
You're welcome.
And that's all the time we have for tonight, guys. You can follow us on your favorite social outlets for breaking news and entertainment, or you can watch us anytime at outandabouttoday.com. We'll see you next weekend. Good night.